Tonight, a nationally recognized war correspondent who has dedicated his life to sharing the sacrifices of those who fought in the Vietnam War has come back to the Pacific Northwest.
Matt Lorch is here with the emotional journey that continues for Joe Galloway.
Joe Galloway risked his life to cover the Vietnam War, and he saw the worst of it. But he'll be the first to tell you he also saw the best in our American soldiers, who deserve to have their stories shared with future generations in their own words.
This is the war of my youth. These are my brothers and sisters.
Does it still get emotional every time?
Every time. Every time. Hurts my heart. Makes me angry. Makes me sad.
Sad and angry because for Joe Galloway, the scars still linger of how our Vietnam veterans were treated after risking their lives and losing their friends. Many returned home to a country conflicted about the war and unwilling to honor the service and sacrifice of those who fought it. How do we make it right?
I don't know that we can, other than to say that thank you, to offer a little respect to the veterans of that war and every war, and receive them as, bring them home as the same boys you sent away. You have to do that. You have to say, come on home.
At just 24 years old, Galloway was a long way from home, on the front lines, covering the war for United Press International. He took these photos during the Battle of Ia Drang and was later awarded a Bronze Star with Valor for rescuing a soldier under fire. He's the only citizen to receive the distinction for service during the Vietnam War. Galloway wrote a book about his experiences called We Were Soldiers Once and Young. It became a bestseller and was made into a movie in 2002 starring Mel Gibson, capturing the grit and courage of our Vietnam veterans.
Men died so that I might live. There's no greater burden. And for me, the burden is I've got to tell the truth. I've got to tell their stories.
What was it like to work with Mel Gibson?
Now, at 75 years old, Galloway is still gathering those stories, traveling the country, at times signing books.
And when you're close enough that you're looking them right in the eye, it's one man against another.
And speaking on panels like this one at Shoreline Community College, but mostly he's sitting down with veterans, capturing interviews on video and documenting their experiences for the Library of Congress.
These are, to me, the most honorable people I know.
That's Galloway when he came to Seattle 2 years ago to conduct a dozen interviews with local veterans.
Nobody left that place the same man he was when he arrived. You can't.
In honor of those who did not come home from Vietnam and those who did, Galloway will continue gathering stories. 350 interviews completed so far, so the record truly reflects the war and includes the perspectives of the people who fought it.
It means something. It means a lot. These are my brothers.
Is there honor in telling their stories?
There should be honor to them.
What about for you?
For me, it's something I gotta do. And I gotta keep doing until we get it done.
And Galloway feels like they're working against the clock. 390 Vietnam veterans die every day. The interviews are part of the Vietnam War Commemoration, a government-led effort to build partnerships across this country, create events, and after all of these years, thank our Vietnam veterans. More stories to come on the effort, the impact, and celebrating our Vietnam vets here on Q13 News. Now back to you.